throughout each of those rebuilds?
Yeah, I think the biggest part of his is just getting everybody on the same page and playing hard. When you have a bunch of new guys, that's one of the things that you can still always hang your hat on is just competing and playing super hard, and then value in the basketball, and then defensive rebounding are the two main things that get honed in on every day. And then those things aside, it's just spending time together on and off the court, and just utilizing the pieces that we have, and not just sticking to one single philosophy throughout the years. Each team's built a little differently, constructed a little differently, and obviously with the Puerto, every team's not going to look the same or exactly how you planned it to look. So you got to kind of adapt offensively and defensively based on the personnel that we have.
How would you say this team is maybe different than Drake a couple years ago or West Virginia last year? What's unique about this team so far, what you've seen?
This year I'd say the versatility offensively and defensively, for that matter. Everybody's really versatile and able to do a lot of things. 1 through 5 on the floor, all can kind of do it all. And then obviously really shoot it. Everybody on the roster is more than capable of hitting a bunch of threes in a game. So that part's definitely special.
Has there been some competition with that 3-point shooting to see who's top?
Yeah, I mean, there'd be a lot of guys in the running for it for sure. So I know when we're doing shooting drills after practice, it's highly competitive and not a lot of misses. So it's nice to be a part of.
You mentioned that team building. Do you have to take extra steps to go out, kind of get to know the guys, build chemistry? What's that process like? And as one of the kind of the guy that knows your dad the best, have you taken on that kind of leadership role and try to spearhead that at all?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it, you can't force it, but I think a lot of it is just spending time together on and off the floor. I mean, we've got the Puerto Rico trip coming up on Monday. That usually helps tremendously. I mean, you're spending every minute for a full week together in another country, so it's pretty special. And it'll be my third one in a row, actually. So, every year when you come back from the fall, it feels like you can just see the difference from before trip and then after trip of just the team camaraderie.
So the last two have had kind of transformational effects before and after, just in terms of especially team chemistry.
For sure.
Yeah.
Tell me about your relationship with Connor Enright. You guys obviously go back a long way. Like, how long have you known each other? And and second question would be, what's it like to be kind of reunite with him?
Yeah, I mean, we've known each other for a while now. I think he committed to Drake. Before I did. He was, I think, a sophomore in high school.
He was more convinced by the coach than you.
Yeah, he committed really early, so I mean, I kind of got to know him. I actually remember his high school visit. I was the only one young enough to go hang out with him, but I mean, it's been awesome. We lived in a freshman dorm, probably size smaller than the paint in the basketball court. And then, now being here at Indiana, it's pretty special to be able to finish it off, together for our last year.
Is it, you guys obviously have 13 new players. Is it good to have a second player that knows your dad's system to kind of help you kind of get everybody up to speed in an efficient way?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could tell when he, just the difference in when he's on the floor and off the floor, especially early in the summer, of just understanding concepts, so offensively and defensively, and just knowing where to be. Things just kind of flow a little better when you have multiple guys out there that just know the system. But to everybody else's credit, they've picked up on it really quick, and the difference is definitely getting smaller and smaller every day of just the guys knowing where to be and what to do, and I think it'll only improve as we keep playing.
When your dad told you that he was thinking about coming here, did he consult you? Did he want your feedback and advice on what he was thinking about doing?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he discussed it with the family before. He just said yes. But, I mean,
but it's unique for you, right? Because you got to come play here.
I mean, I was in full support of whatever he felt like was best for him or myself, and I knew he was super excited about the opportunity, and then I was obviously, once it happened, I was super excited to be a part of this, and then to be able to come down here and you see it for the first time and you walk in, you can just feel it. You go around town and the fans, it's Indiana basketball. I mean, it's just, it gives a little different vibe, a different feeling, and I know we're both super excited for this upcoming year.
How do you feel physically?
Pretty good. Just having an off season to be able to lift. It's my first one in 3 years, so it definitely feels good to actually be in shape in the summertime and being able to lift a weight or two. But it's been good. It's being out here with the guys while everybody else is kind of growing and learning has been good for me is I've missed the last 2 off seasons and just kind of get thrown in the fire. So it's been good to kind of go along with everybody.
It was the same shoulder kind of nagging throughout that whole time, basically, essentially?
I've had problems with both of them.
Both of them?
So it's hopefully that was the last one.
But do you feel like you're different now? I mean, do you feel like you're past that? Like, because you know your own body and testing it and kind of getting back.
Yeah.
And do you feel like?
I mean, I hope I'm past it. I really do. But just having that strength is a big piece of, again, first off season in 3 years to actually be able to, take care of my body and lift and get in shape. So it's been good, and I can definitely feel a big difference. Even a couple of coaches that have been kind of with me throughout the 2-3 years, they tell me all the time how much of a difference it just looks like a comfort wise out there and just strength wise.
Did you get frustrated all throughout the process? I mean, when you're having 2 years plus of rehab and kind of coming back and not feeling 100%, how hard is that to sort of not get frustrated?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when you do this for so long, you want to be out there. You put the work in. You want to be out on the court, and it can get frustrating, especially after the first one. I was like, well, there's my major surgery, and you hope it's over, and then it happens again. It can be a little defeating at times, but I love the game of basketball. So just every day, just waking up and just even if it's not being able to get on the floor, just in some way you can always get better, and just kind of enjoying that process. And to be back here and now be back playing, it's been all worth it for sure.
And you felt 100% kind of at the start of the summer, basically, like early June was kind of when you got cleared?
Yeah, obviously gradually going. Your first day back from any surgery is never going to be your 100% best day. But I think each day it's gotten more comfortable, just being back out there and the speed of things. And then obviously as the summer's gone on, I've definitely felt comfortable and confident.
Do you have to put on a bunch more weight or get back to a weight where you're comfortable playing?
Not necessarily the weight. It's more just the composition and just getting the strength back.
Yeah.
Like when you can't do certain lifts for so long, it's kind of hard to build strength. So you just get back to that point of being able to go out there and allow yourself to stay healthy to be that strong. So.
Do you remember when you and your dad went and saw Connor Enright play for the first time?
I do. He would have sophomore in high school, I think. Yeah, or junior in high school maybe. I do remember that. Mundelein versus Stevenson, I think. It was a different atmosphere. Chicago basketball is a little different than Iowa basketball, so I was kind of blown away. But he played well.
How is it different? How would you describe it?
Well, he had a huge rivalry game too, so there's a lot of. It was a packed house. We had a couple of packed house too. It's just a lot faster. I'd say Iowa was a slower paced high school basketball, but it was awesome to get to see him and then not to see where we've come. It's been pretty cool.
He's